I'm in Shenandoah National Park, and this is the Hawksbill Gap area. I'm right at a hairpin turn. This is mile marker 45. Yep, there's the gray ghost. Skyline Drive's out there. And I'm going to head over here to the left. This is the Whiteoak Canyon Fireroad. So we're going to take a hike down there and all the way down to the headwaters of the Robinson River. There's a whole series of waterfalls down here if I get that far, and I'm planning to hike down to the first one, which is the tallest one. The elevation here is 3,400 feet. Two-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 3340, starting to drop down a little bit. And that's the way I came from. Up there is the Skyline Drive in my car. And this is the intersection with, this trail heads to Big Meadows. This is part of the, I guess, part of the Skyland, Big Meadows horse trail. We're going to continue on down the fire road down this way. The fire road from Skyline Drive to here is pretty overgrown because it's not traveled that much, but this section here you can see is a lot more cleared out. It's being a horse trail. So going to continue to descend on down into Whiteoak Canyon. Three-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 3285. That's where I came from, coming down the fire road. And there's a sharp bend right here to the right. And according to one of the old maps, I'll show you in the map talk, right here at this bend, there was an old homestead back in there. So I have to come back. You can see it's pretty overgrown now. I'll come back in the wintertime and push up in here and see what I can find. I mean, this does look kind of dug out here, coming around this bend. So like a driveway kind of situation here. So I'll point it out when I do the map talk, but it looks a little too overgrown to suit me for going back in there right now. I'm worried that the ticks have come out to play. So it's about 65 here right now. So let's continue descending. There's one more homestead location. I'll point it out when we go past it. And I think nice camp area also. We'll see if we can find that on the way down too. .1 miles into my hike. The elevation here is 3,000 feet. I'm standing in front of horse trail mile marker 3.5. just to the left of me, slightly downhill, is a stream, and I'm within about 140 feet of the old homestead location, which was shown to be slightly uphill from the stream. So there's the stream over there. Here's this horse trail marker. So that means the old homestead would have been over in here somewhere. So I'll make a notation of this and have to come back here when it's not so overgrown, look around for any evidence. There's another stream a few hundred feet up that way around that bend also. Would be another possible location. So I'm not 100% sure. It's either the one up there that I've already walked past, or it's this stream right here. Goes under the road here and on down the side of the mountain. So I don't know, somewhere in this area. .7 miles into my hike, I'm down to 2680, and that sign there says no camping beyond this point. I think on the maps it says no camping below 2,700 feet. So yeah, I'm at about 2680. So we're getting closer now to the waterfalls, so they don't want people making campsites and stuff, you know, close to the waterfalls and ruining the view for everybody. .9 miles into my hike, I'm down to 2,630 feet. And here's the headwaters of the Robinson River. This is what creates the waterfall. This is a way to cross over. I might go, those rocks there, the ones in the middle, look kind of wet. So there's a footbridge up here. I might go up there and cross over. And then we're going to descend a little further down into the canyon to the, there's an observation point for the first waterfall. I'm standing on the footbridge. It's a couple of hundred yards upstream from the main crossing. I'm over on the other side of the river, the east side of the river now. That's where I came from over there. When the water's not quite as high, you can just skip across the rocks here. There's a horse trail here, but this is where you have to hitch them up. If you want to go to the observation points, this is where you hitch up your horses. 2.1 miles into my hike. The elevation here is 2580, and this is the first waterfall. This is the tallest one. I think it's 86 feet. I'll look that up when I get home. Starts way up there where you cross over and just kind of cascades down. There's the other side of the canyon over there. It's pretty steep here. And if you don't mind me saying so, a little dangerous. One step past that and you're about 100-foot drop. .7 miles into my hike. I'm out of breath. I'm climbing the mountain now, heading back to my car. The elevation here is 2750. That's where I came from, up the road here from Whiteoak Canyon. I meant to point this out on the way down, but I walked right past it, didn't even see it. So, but I was looking more closely this time. Back in here's a real nice camping spot. So I'll go back in here and get a couple shots for you. Okay, I pushed back in here. This is a real nice camping spot. Now my barometric altimeter says 2740, which is a little above 2,700 feet. It also looks like maybe there was a road that came down through here and went off in that direction. The trail is back there, and I'll just do a 360 here so you can see this camp spot. I swear this looks like a road coming down through here. I didn't see any road on the map though, but they didn't put every road on there, just the main ones. So that's shady over there. There's a little more sun here. Let me back up a little. I'm standing in a pretty nice spot too, right in through here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice over there too. Plenty of trees if you want a hammock camp. I see some trash somebody threw on the ground. Wonderful. So, and a note to myself, I repositioned the waypoint for this campsite just slightly by about 40 feet. .2 miles into my hike, I'm up to 2,950 feet. I'm back to this horse trail mile marker 3.5. Just taking a second look at this second homestead location. It's, according to the 1920s map, it's a little bit south of the stream. So here's the stream coming down, side of the mountain, runs across under the road and goes down that way. So a little bit south of the stream, and then it would have been a little bit east of the road, which is over there somewhere. So I think this horse trail marker is a good starting point for a bushwhack sometime. I'll go back in there and see if I can see anything. I mean, it'd be a decent place to put a house. It's kind of steep, but you got water running down through there. So, and possibly some springs around here. And then just down the road is a bend to the right, which is what you see on the old map. And also, I'm only, let's see, I'm 174 feet from the 1920s position on that map. So I think this is a good starting point for a bushwhack sometime. We'll go back in here and see if we can find anything. Okay, I just marked another possible starting point for this bushwhack for the second Whiteoak Canyon homestead. Here's another stream. I'm up a little, up the road just a little bit further. Here's another stream. This one's even bigger than the first one. Here it is. I mean, you can hear this one coming down. So this is like major stream heading down that way. And when I look down the road, there's another sharp bend to the right, like is on the old map. And let's see, the elevation here is about 2970, which is about right. And this is about 250 feet away from the point on the 1920s map. So I'm gonna mark this spot too. And so if this is the spot, it would be a little bit south of that stream, which is over here, and then east of the road, which is also over there. And actually that looks a little bit flatter to me than that other area. And I'd rather have this stream for water myself. I don't know, we'll have to come back in the wintertime to clear this up. Anyway, onward and upward. This is a map of today's hike. It's two quadrangle maps taped together. The left side is Big Meadows, 1994, and the right side is Old Rag Mountain, 1994. And this was a hike down the Whiteoak Canyon Fireroad to the first waterfall in Whiteoak Canyon, which is located right there. There's about 6 waterfalls from here down to the bottom, but this is the tallest one right here, 86-foot drop. Here's Skyline Drive. I parked right here at this hairpin turn in Hawksbill Gap. It's not really an official parking area, but people have parked here enough that it's sort of been cleared out a little bit off the road. There's enough room to pull off the road and maybe 3 or 4 cars to park there if everybody does a good parking job. Then let's see, it's mile marker 45. And you'll see the fire road chained off. You come down the fire road, when you get to this first turn here, it's not shown on this map, but there's another, the horse trail crosses here. Well, the horse trail continues to go straight like this. and it's the Big Meadows to Skyland horse trail. This way is towards Big Meadows, and this way is towards Skyland. So you keep following this down. Now, when you get to this bend in the road, this is the location of what I was calling Homestead 1, which is up in here somewhere. I'll show you the old map here in a minute. Continue to descend along the fire road. And then when you get close to a stream here, this was the location for the second homestead. Continue to descend. When you get down to here is a nice camping spot. Then you continue to descend. Now when you get down here, the road crosses, these are the headwaters of the Robinson River. So you cross here, and then the road starts heading back up towards Skyland this way. It's not always possible, though, to cross here without getting wet. So if you come up this way just a couple of 100 yards, you can cross over on a little footbridge and then come back down. And then from here, it's just a short hike down to here. This is the observation point, which is a rock outcropping. And then right there's the first waterfall. And then actually, if you look down here, you'll see some more. It says falls. There's falls here, 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 there. There might be some more down closer to the bottom. So anyway, I got some shots of the waterfall, and then basically hiked back to my car. Ended up being 4.2 miles with a total ascent of 843 feet. Oh yeah, before I sign off, let me show you where I got the homestead locations from. This is Stony Man, 1929. There's the hairpin turn at Hawksbill Gap. Here's the fire road coming down, and that black square there is the first homestead right at this bend in the road. And this black square here is the second homestead. And down here is, in this area, is where the first waterfall is in the canyon. I got a couple starting locations for this one. Is obvious where it is. It's right at the bend in the road, and if you look at this outside part of the turn, you can see where it's been dug out and flattened out for a driveway. This one's not quite so obvious. There's more than one stream crossing the road in this area, so I have to go back in the wintertime and take a closer look at this one and this one. So that's Stony Man, 1929. And that was the hike for today.